41% of Americans earning $500,000 a year are still living paycheck to paycheck. This is not speculation. This is the latest reporting from Goldman Sachs. If you're wondering why you have exactly $42 left after a grueling 45-hour workweek, the answer does not lie in your willpower. It lies in a lethal mathematical system you are forced to participate in. Let us look at a standard professional. We will call him Mark. Mark makes $75,000 a year, clearing about $4,800 a month after taxes. He buys prepackaged meals and orders delivery because he is simply too tired to cook. It feels like self-care in the moment, but he is effectively subsidizing the inefficiency of the industrial food complex with his own net worth. Based on data from the United States Department of Agriculture, the average American family discards exactly $1,500 straight into the trash every single year in the form of spoiled, unused food. The difference between Mark and a self-made millionaire is not a secret cryptocurrency strategy or a real estate loophole. It is a series of behavioral choices so profoundly boring that you actively avoid thinking about them. Today, we look at the cold math. Modern consumer infrastructure is a masterpiece of behavioral economics. Its primary function is the complete erasure of cognitive friction. Cognitive friction is that vital psychological hesitation you feel before parting with your money. 10 years ago, you had to drive to a store, pull out a physical wallet, count out paper cash, and hand it to another human being. That process gave your brain time to calculate the loss. Today, frictionless user interfaces and automated payment gateways bypass your logical defense systems entirely. Consumer behavior research reveals that frictionless online shopping increases your baseline spending by 15 to 30% without you even noticing a change in your lifestyle. Look at the $8 coffee. You are not spending $8 on roasted beans and hot water. You are buying an immediate dopamine hit to cope with systemic flaws in your modern work-life balance. The actual cost to brew that premium coffee at home is exactly 50 cents. That $7.50 delta is not the cost of goods. It is a lazy tax. If you buy one coffee, one bottled water, and one delivery lunch a day, Simmers, you're spending $27.40 daily. Over a year, that automated micro-convenience extracts exactly $10,000 from your net worth. You are trading $10,000 of your post-tax income for things that a Bureau of Labor Statistics report shows take an average of exactly 14.2 minutes to prepare at home. That $10,000 costs you exactly 400 hours of stressful, irreplaceable labor, evaporating silently because tapping a biometric screen was easier than pausing to think. But the largest invisible leak in your financial system is not happening at the drive-through window. It is sitting quietly in your driveway. We have culturally confused our standard of living with our actual quality of life. The ultimate engine of wealth extraction is the depreciation illusion of the modern automobile. You are not buying a car. You are buying the illusion of status. According to fourth quarter data from Edmunds, the average monthly payment for a new car in America has hit a staggering $772, pushing the total auto loan debt past $1.65 trillion. When you finance a $48,000 vehicle, you feel successful as you drive it off the lot. But let us look at the cold, structural math. Kelley Blue Book tracks automotive values meticulously, and their data confirms that a new vehicle loses roughly 25% of its value in the first 12 months alone. You drive off the lot, and $12,000 of your net worth is instantly incinerated. Every time you turn the ignition on that new luxury vehicle, $33 in value evaporates from the exhaust. That is the actual price of the new car smell. For an average worker, saving $12,000 in pure cash takes 3 years of aggressive, stressful budgeting and self-denial. Yet, you accept losing it in 12 months without blinking. You are paying $772 every 30 days, not including insurance premiums or gas, simply to rent a rapidly depreciating asset. It is a massive behavioral blind spot where we accept catastrophic financial losses simply because the societal norm dictates that a new car equates to professional competence. If you currently hold an auto loan, do not panic. We do not look back to wallow in regret. We look back to locate the leak before the ship sinks completely. You do not need to feel guilty. You just need to change the metric of how you measure value. From this moment on, money is no longer just numbers on a banking interface. Money is your life energy, quantified and stored. If your take-home pay is $25 an hour, that $48,000 car does not cost $48,000. It costs exactly 1,920 hours of your actual life. Once you view money as finite life energy, the math changes instantly. The urge to consume drops, and the anxiety begins to fade. This is where we step into the mind of a tactician. The blueprint of actual wealth is shockingly mundane. It does not live on social media, and it is not loud. In Ramsey Solutions recently conducted the largest study of millionaires ever done, surveying over 10,000 high net worth individuals. 79% of them received absolutely zero inheritance. They are entirely self-made. And what are these quiet millionaires driving? The top 3 car brands among actual verified millionaires are Toyota, Honda, and Ford. The average purchase price of their vehicles was just over $31,000. When asked how they built their wealth, almost none of them cited picking hot stocks or high-risk day trading as the reason for their success. They succeeded because they simply refused to trade their irreplaceable life energy for depreciating steel and plastic. Your defense against this constant extraction is not a complicated trading algorithm or working 80 hours a week. It is the tactical reintroduction of artificial friction into your daily routine. You delete the shopping applications from your phone to force yourself to log in on a desktop computer. You implement a strict meal rotation, cooking the exact same 5 highly nutritious meals every week to eliminate decision fatigue, a move which alone can slash your grocery bill by 30%. You choose to aggressively drive a 5-year-old reliable sedan. This is not about restricting your joy or living a life of deprivation. This is the long-term bridge to absolute autonomy. Let us look at the compound math of this behavioral shift. By driving a used car and avoiding the new auto loan, you keep that $772 a month in your own ecosystem. By making your own coffee and using systematic meal rotation, you retain an additional $300 a month. You have just recovered $1,072 every 30 days. Now you apply the rule of paying yourself first. You treat your own future as a non-negotiable utility bill. You set up an automated transfer, moving that $1,072 into an S&P 500 index fund every single month. You do not check the market. You do not read financial news. You do not trade it. Assuming an 8% historical average annual return, over 25 years, that incredibly boring, repetitive behavior compounds into more than $1.2 million. You are not hitting a lottery. You are not getting lucky. You are simply redirecting the automated wealth extraction away from corporate earnings and forcing it back into your own treasury. The battle you are fighting right now is not between enjoying your life today and miserable penny pinching for tomorrow. The battle is between prioritizing the appearance of success through constant, visible consumption versus prioritizing actual, unshakable success through quiet, automated accumulation. Let us go back to Mark. If Mark chooses the boring path today, the habits that feel like a slight sacrifice in year 1 will transform into absolute financial freedom by year 10. Boring money means you sleep peacefully at night, completely immune to economic panic. Boring money means when you are stuck with a toxic boss or a soul-crushing project, you can simply walk away without your heart rate spiking because you have the capital to buy your own time. That level of leverage, that ability to say no to anyone at any time, is not boring at all. It is the ultimate form of power in the modern world. Unsexy works. Boring builds wealth. Pick the boring path and let the math do the heavy lifting. If you belong to the 5% who dare to look at these brutal numbers to build true autonomy, hit subscribe. We do not discuss vague wealth. We discuss the architecture of cash flow. The math does not care about your feelings. It only cares about your discipline. Reclaim your energy.